Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Ekamak. This is Let's Play Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. I nearly said oxygen not included again. You'd think I'd have had some practice with this being my third recording tonight.
You ready to head out for the oil fields? Should be right through this cave.
Oh yeah! Bentley said there'd be heavy machinery and destruction going down!
Sounds like your thing.
Y-E-S, yeah!
We're going after some radioactive oil, right?
I don't know. I can never pay attention during those slideshows. Don't tell Bentley.
Wouldn't dream of it.
I feel like it's very clear that it's not meant to be. This is just meant to be a fun kids stealth game, but I kind of miss the original Sly 2. This game feels a bit more quippy. You have that long and involved thing about...
Sly, phase 1 is to protect these power stations while Murray gets all 6 oil wells flowing. Use this Super Claw 10,000 to deal with any miners that might show up. Use the left analog stick to move the claw around. The X button will pick up and release items. Before you're spotted, why don't you pick up that rock and drop it in the pit?
I get the feeling that this tutorial is going to keep interrupting me a lot, so I'll hopefully remember that thought to finish when we beat this mission. Wait, did he want to open it over the pipe or over the thingy?
This is easy.
You do seem quite adept. The other important feature on the 10,000 model is the throwing action. Just pick up an item and press the circle button to throw them. You could throw things quite a ways. Go ahead and hit that electric fence with one of those rocks.
Square works as well.
I got the hang of it.
Nice shot. Let's see you do it again.
Face it, Bentley. I'm a natural.
Hope you're right, because it looks like the miners are onto us. Defend the power stations by using everything and anything in the oil field. This electric fence should come in especially handy for dispatching guards. Here they come.
Yeah, so you've got plenty of explosives around to drop on their head, but honestly, I feel like the fastest and most efficient way to go about doing this is simply to pick them up and throw them at the electric fence. I'm pretty sure if you miss the fence, they actually die to fall damage. Also, they're all dingoes. How about that?
I got one well flowing. 2 more to go.
Of course, if you do just hit X straight away, then you're actually going to drop them and they'll harmlessly fall to the ground. Unless you happen to drop them into this pit. The pit counts as an insta-kill, even though the rock exploded when it fell on it.
2 down, 1 to go. I wish I could have seen him land.
I'm pretty sure you don't want to see him land.
All 3 wells are puking up the crude oil. Give me a lift to the next set.
You need to take out the remaining guards before you can move Murray.
Yeah, he fell pretty harmlessly, didn't he? Wait, where did he legit didn't take fall damage from that. I'm surprised.
Hurry, Sly. Grab Murray and move before the miners get ahead of you.
I've never tried hitting the throw button while carrying Murray. I don't want to risk it.
Okay, Sly, it's safe to let Murray go now.
Check out these guns. That pumping has got me pumped.
Murray, you just blew up my explosives. I could have used those on miners.
The dynamite.
Not a very interesting way to fight people, I think.
Another one going.
I also don't know whether you have shared HP between all the electronics, or...
Oh, that looked awful. Nice work.
I do also have a question of why are they breaking us? Why are they breaking their own stuff just to stop us? You'd think they'd go after Murray or something.
Man, this is tiring. Just one more to go.
Yeah, why drop them down the pit when you can just throw them into the distance? Now, I want to test something. If I throw you over here, yeah, he takes fall damage, so the electric fence is kind of unnecessary.
That's it. They're all gushing now.
Nice work, guys. Now that all the oil wells are active, we can move on to phase 2, where we light the crude oil.
Yeah. Let's head to the next oil field.
You better pick up the pace, Sly. Grab Murray and get... Okay, Sly, it's safe to let Murray go now. Let's get that oil burning. Sly, drop a flint rock on the end of that long plank. Murray, you'll then jump on the edge and catapult the rock to the oil well. The sparks on impact should start a fire.
So it's no longer a stalling game. You have to balance clearing out the miners with the loading the catapult with these rocks.
Flaming gnarly death from above. Yeah. Burn, baby, burn.
I think there's a Master Thief challenge to beat this with reduced HP on the equipment, which makes sense considering how easy it is to keep the equipment safe.
Keep those out.
One more. I mean, you could always drop these rocks on their heads.
Now for phase 3. With the oil wells alight, the pressure differential should draw the deep uranium-enriched glowing oil to the surface. We'll need to be extremely careful in retrieving a small sample.
Fly, fly, look at me. I'm glowing. Woo!
You can feel it in the air. The miners are about to pack it in. In fact, they'd probably already be long gone if it weren't for the corrupting influence of the Mask of Dark Earth. It's clear we need to destroy it. Time for Operation Moon Crash. To start things off, we'll need the Guru to take out the gyrocopter. With it gone, we'll have clear skies for Phase 2. Now, according to Aboriginal folklore, the Mask of Dark Earth is the sworn enemy of the Moon Spirit. So, given Murray's moon shape, we'll coat him in the glowing oil and have him pose as the spirit. We'll then dangle him from the crane. The mask is sure to spot his ancient foe and come running. That's when we'll strike. Murray, thunderflop off the crane and obliterate that mask. With the mask destroyed and the miners run off, the Guru will be free to join the team for the Cooper Vault job.
Right. That sounds very simple and not at all difficult, which means it's not going to work as advertised. And we have 20 minutes. I'm pretty sure it won't take 20 minutes. We'll have plenty of time to do so, yeah, let's go. Do I have money on hand? Not enough for the paraglider, but close. Oh hey. There he is. I just need one bit of pocket loot and then we'll be good. Whoever would have thought these illegal miners would have been so stingy. Uh-oh. Gyrocopter wanted to drop a bomb on me. I feel like that gyrocopter is doing more damage to his own team than he is in damaging us. Things usually said right before you get blown up by said gyrocopter, but still. Actually, having infinite uses of the jump attack is kind of broken. Has to be said. The other guys have to use their gadget grid to use their insta-kills, whereas Sly can just snap use it. Zoom through the world with these speedy boots. You don't have enough coins to buy this item. I'll give that the rocket boots is actually really good now. It's the same animation as the stealth slide, and ironically it's also as silent as the stealth slide, but it's always at full speed, so it's actually really good for getting around fast.
Guru, I know you've yet to formally join the team, but we need your help to destroy the Mask of Dark Earth. Your objective is to take out the gyrocopter while it's refueling. Glad to hear you're up to it. The bad news is the gyrocopter has a sensor that can detect your moonstone. I suspect that's how they found and trapped you earlier. Get too close and they'll detect you, then take off out of reach. For this job, you'll need to run guards toward it and then jump off early before it senses you. Ram a few guards into that thing and it's sure to fall apart.
It's weird because they're presenting the Mask of Dark Earth as some sort of infinite evil incarnate. But we aren't trying to trap it again, we're just trying to flat out destroy it. But I guess they didn't want to leave anything undone. And it would have the potential to come back in a sequel if we didn't destroy it now.
Aim that miner and then jump off with a triangle button. Way to go, Guru! A couple more direct hits like that, and that gyrocopter will be history.
Yeah, we have absolutely no way of attacking. No, press square to swipe with your staff. And yet it's absolutely terrified of us. Probably because we'd usually be come bringing a few miners to ram into it at top speed, but we have a triangle button. We can use that to get around the sensor.
That thing's on its last leg. Ram one more guard into it and it's finished.
Oh hey, another guard. Not too happy that they're using didgeridoos. Those are sacred.
Behold, the moon spirit rises. Woo!
Everyone keep an eye out for the mask. It's sure to take the bait.
We got a situation here, fellas. Looks like Carmelita finally managed to catch up.
Drat! We can't stop the operation now. We'll just have to give her a wide berth.
Roger, applying wide berth.
Quit horsing around and look out for the mask. It's close. I can feel it.
Here I come, Master!
Carmelita's got to be so confused.
Did you get it? Is the mask gone? Sly, can you see?
Can't tell from here. I'll move in.
Oh, that's not good.
Cooper! Thought I'd find you here.
Carmelita, you've got a little something on your face.
It's not nice to make fun of a girl's looks.
Maybe I should smash you!
Now, that's not nice.
Carmelita boss fight. I guess it had to happen sooner or later.
Bentley, could use a little help. How about putting a few of your sleep darts in Carmelarja here? They will pry off the mask.
So I think that Sly can survive indefinitely, but if you do manage to land a hit on Carmelita with Mask of Dark Earth, she'll immediately turn around and start taking shots at you, so be cautious. But I think that if you time your shots just right, you can actually hit her twice? I clearly did it wrong right there, but... Also, if you leave this area, you instantly fail the job, because this is the best vantage point. I guess she knows a lot about not getting shot, seeing all the time that she spent for Sly not doing it. Actually, I think the timing of that first electric blast is just enough to always catch you if you try to get greedy with your shots. One more.
Finally, the darts are starting to kick in. Or not. The chemicals in my darts must somehow be interacting with the mask to make her even bigger.
Whoa, you're not kidding, Bentley. She's getting gigantic. Everyone head for the big truck. We've got to get some distance between her and us. She might shrink back down with time.
Uh-oh. Okay. I was actually expecting her to be a lot bigger than that thanks to the shadow, but maybe I misjudged. Or maybe I keep forgetting how big that truck already is.
This is bad. Looks like she picked up a rig full of dynamite. All around power to the onboard Superclot 10,000. Use it to keep any explosives off our truck. Maybe you can throw them back at her? Might slow her down.
So yeah, this is a much harder version of that crane minigame. I have actually died to this in the past. If you miss the first grab, you're probably going to miss the others. Ah. Went out of reach. Ah, dang it. Got caught in a chain there. I also think that this music is called Attack of the 50-Foot Carmelita. I guess it's just as well that this same episode is the one that we actually did that crane mission job for, because oh boy, I'd hate to be doing this after 2 weeks of hiatus of the game. That didn't help.
She's too huge! We can't outrun her in the truck! How we do that?
This is bad. We need a new strategy, and fast. Force just isn't working.
Time to stop running and deal with the real problem. Pry off that mask of Dark Earth, and maybe we'll get back the Carmelita we all know and love.
I do not love her!
Okay, not the point. It's all about taking off that mask. We gotta find a way up there.
You're the climber, and I'm sure you've always wanted to get closer to her. Can't get much closer than climbing up her bootlaces.
That's not a crazy idea.
Oh yeah, it's crazy!
You got a better idea?
Yeah! But we'd need a giant fighting robot!
Sorry, I'm gonna have to go with the bootlace plan.
Watch out! Carmelita's troops are en route!
Yeah, so now we're also getting shot at.
Looks like each side of the mask is latched onto one hook. Maybe if you hung on, he'd swat you away and knock it off.
Anyhow, is it weird that I'm now trying to figure out whether she's actually bigger or smaller than other giant women that I've seen in games, like the final boss for Theomonium or the final boss for Shantae and the Seven Sirens? Yeah, it's probably weird. Once we get onto this hook,
Great work, Sly! One hook to go and the mask is off!
I also want to point out two things. One is that if she reaches the end of this straight, then she'll just turn around and go back the other way. But also, if you get too far away from her, then you will be insta-killed. Specifically, she'll chuck that truck of explosives in her hand for a perfect shot on you and insta-kill you with the explosion. Well, at least they know who the real bad guy here is. Did they just get evaporated by the exploding mask? Yes, but they'll still show up again later.
Carmelita just lay there, unconscious, helpless on the desert floor. Being gentlemen, we kept watch over her throughout the night. Her camera proved to be a real source of entertainment as we took turns posing. Didn't want her to go home empty-handed. Morning broke, and we got a clear view of the landscape. It was beautiful, empty of the miners that had been digging and drilling into the sacred place. The moment was broken as Carmelita began to stir, and we prepared for another quick exit.
Evidence. Develop film immediately.
This time, it wasn't just the three of us. For the first time in Cooper Gang history, we picked up a new member, and the team would never be the same.
So yeah, we can expect this gang mugshot to grow as the game goes on, with each episode we complete. And honestly, we can start the video to see what we'll be up to tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure that unless I end up procrastinating like usual, I'm pretty sure this will be uploaded on a... Honestly, I don't know, but we can at least see what we can expect to come from next week.
Bentley was obsessed. Every night he'd pore over the blueprints to Dr. M's fortress, looking for a way to get into the Cooper vault. He soon came to the conclusion that there was no way inside unless the gang picked up a dedicated RC specialist, an expert who had mechanical and piloting skills far exceeding his own. After weeks of searching techie chat rooms, he finally found someone who could keep up with him intellectually. A gearhead genius out of Holland named Penelope. She politely declined our invitation to join the team, saying she only works for the best. Apparently, her idea of the best was her boss, the Black Baron, a big-time dogfighting champ up there in Holland. He's so good that he's even set up an international competition called Aces to attract worthy opponents. A few days later, she sent us a counteroffer. If our gang could manage to beat the Black Baron at his own game, then she'd know we weren't just a pack of jokers, and therefore, worth her time. So, we got busy. With no time to lose, Bentley and Murray worked to put a plane together, while I got my pilot license the fastest way possible. We'd proved to this Penelope that the Cooper gang was up for the challenge, even if we were making it all up as we went along.
Sly Cooper and the gang in Flight of Fancy. We've had better titles. And you'd think that Bentley would be able to see through her trick and she'd be able to see through his, because they're both using the same trick of just sticking their face onto... Oh dear. Carmelita's already on the scene. She did not take our evidence lightly. But yeah, you'd think they'd both be able to see through the trick since they're using the same trick. No, not really. I think that's part of the joke, and that was what I was actually going to complain about it, and I forgot to. I feel like this game is a lot more quippy than the serious Sly 2 with the whole drug running thing. I do kind of miss the game, but that's not to say this game is bad. It's just, I don't think it's as good. Some people have a different opinion on that, and that's okay. Incidentally, it's this world's operation where the paraglider becomes mandatory, but there's other gadgets that are also mandatory that we need to get before we get too far into this. On the upside, we have push attack level 2. The gadgets are getting more expensive though, but yeah. Next time, we'll actually see what we have to do here. Until then, guys, take care. I'll see you all around. This level does actually sort of give me vibes of Prague, but it's nowhere near as creepy. Nowhere near as creepy.